Welcome back to another figure review. In this review, we're going to take a look at Hiya Toys Robocop 2 action figure. This is a 1/18 scale or your 3.75 inch figures. This is the package it comes in. It's quite different from the traditional packaging we see from the Injustice figures or the Predator figures. It comes in this big window box. At the top we have some like a movie scene there with Robocop 2 name. We have a big huge window box on the bottom here. We have some warning for children under a certain age. Here these are for adults. Collectors pretty much ages 15 or above. Here on the right we have Hiya Toys logo. At the top we have Robocop 2. The bottom Robocop 2. And this side doesn't show us anything. But the back has the same warnings as on the front. And we have a image from the movie with a police car on fire behind Robocop walking. Robocop 2 here in the center. These are Exquisite is a new standard setting series for 1/18 scale featuring super articulation action figures under Hiya Toys. Here is our Hiya Toys information here, if you so desire or need that. Robocop 2 is a trademark of MGM, so it's copyrighted and all rights are all reserved. We have made in China, and there is a barcode if that means anything to you. So basically we have two packages. So let's get this guy out of the package. So once we take the carded figure out of the box, we still have a carded figure. And this is a white background. So you have an option of choosing how you want to display your Robocop figure. You can display it in the box or in his card, maybe in a star case alongside your other G.I. Joes or Star Wars figure, your vintage collection. This card basically has the same markings as the outer box with the Hiya Toys logo up top. Our standard warnings that we already discussed. We have a CCP Robocop symbol here. Down on the bottom here on the right, we have Exquisite Mini Robocop. The Robocop inside the bubble. And let's see what's on the back of this card. On the back of this card, we still have the same warnings. Robocop image on the top right, Robocop 2 there. That same Exquisite Mini statement we already discussed. Two images of the figure. More Hiya Toy contact information. The copyright, UPC, etc. Pretty nice packaging. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh no, I ripped the card. What a shame. So on the back here, looks like we have the figure stand. Oh, that's cool. I do like this from most of these stands. They have that realistic torn up floor, maybe from the police station. That's really cool. Got one peg there. Very nice sculpting. I like the different shades of gray. Bottom is the same we were used to looking at. Very cool stand. It looks like there is no rubber bands or ties. Okay, let's keep this to put our pieces in. Let's see what we got here. We have two hands. We have trigger hand. These are hard to hold on to, guys. They're small. Trigger finger, and this one is just a gripping hand. Here. These little brackets here are either you call them the I or the H. Up to you, doesn't matter. These are just for connecting your stands to other Hiya Toy offerings, like so. I wish I could get a bunch of these and they fit some of other figures, but we don't. Let's see, he had a gun. Let's see where I went behind him. Okay, so looks like that clamshell is empty. So here is his, very iconic weapon, his pistol blaster. I'm not sure what, I used to know what it was, but not anymore, what they call this. Obviously you're going to have to swap out hands and hold this thing. This is probably the hand you're going to need. And that is stiff as a board, so we'll have to heat that up later. Let's see what we got here. We have, it looks like we have the brain from the villain in Robocop 2. I think it's Kane. Kane's brain. Maybe this might be something you need for a future release. So there are 3 different Robocop offerings: Robocop, Robocop 2, Robocop 3. Robocop 3 is $5 more. And these Robocop figures are $19.99 for Robocop 1 and 2, and $24.99 for Robocop 3 because of the jetpack you get. But maybe I picked up 2 because of this brain, and I have a funny feeling you need that for something one day. But you have his brain in a dome there, piece of his spinal cord, some connection wires there, some pieces here to connect to his body. That's kind of cool. It's an interesting piece. So here's a Robocop figure. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Just like any other Hiya Toys and small company figures, it's not forgetting the point we have to heat them up every time you open them. Since this is an unboxing video, I have not heated the joints up, so his head's on a ball joint. I'm not going to force them because, like I said, I need to heat these joints, and I recommend you do the same. You break them. It's like his hands. Oh, we can do that. That's easy. So they go out that far for his arms and down, and they will go 360. You definitely can see they'll do that. He does have no elbows. They work good. The arms are a little stiff, but I know they'll go around. So you get, you don't get 90, but get a decent bend. It's like his hands that he comes with are an open pair of hands. So you can go that far out. It's like he has a chest articulation. The head will go 360. You can definitely tell that. It goes up that much so far down. And I think he has a chest articulation. I'm not going to force it. It's heated. There are some leg articulation there, but they are so stuck. And I'm not going to risk, again, breaking the figure. Best that I can tell, he does. Oh, they work. He has bendable knees. That's cool. But you're not going to get much of a bend. It's Robocop. And there looks to be like some. Oh, that's interesting. You guys see that? So his foot goes pivot down and up. Let's see if I get that clear. But this is like a piston. Right here. This piece goes into that joining piece there on the back of his calf muscle. See that? That's pretty wild. That's cool, right? And obviously they're not going to spin or anything because it won't be able to because of this connection point here and to the in that calf muscle. But these are pretty fluent. That's really nice. That's perfect. That's pretty awesome. Oh, he has some wrist articulation. It's like a 360. They ain't stuck. There's legs are stuck. And the arms are stuck. So that's not bad. I mean, I'm impressed they actually moved that much out of the package. So let's look at the overall paint. Metallic, bluish. It's kind of like a, I don't know if you can tell from in your monitor, but there's like a tarnish on this thing. Looks like it, some patining of the metal. It's not rust. And that's throughout the figure. You have some here on the chest. If you notice, there's some heavy here on the feet. And there's some here on this side of the leg. There is some like in between his shoulder, call them shoulder blades here. And a little bit on the arms. But let's take a 360 look at the figure for you. It's going too fast. Sorry, guys. See if we can get him to stand. I don't want to force nothing without heating anything. So let's see if we can get him to stand on a stand. One thing you want to keep an eye on too when you're putting your figure on your stand. Don't smash that, I'm sure. Yeah, you want to do this, push down, and then probably break that. Because I almost just did it. The peg is very short for the foot, so it's definitely going to have to be heated in so I can manipulate and move the parts. But this is how he scales to a figure. See, here is a Star Wars Hawk Trooper. Just to try to give you guys a comparison, so I have really handy. There's a few figures. Here's a Stormtrooper. Here is Marauder's Demon Dog. So a scale of that. If that kind of helps you. But he is 1/18 scale. 3.75 inch figure, so standard figure. Like I said, these are $19.99 for this figure if you're interested. They're not that easy to come by right now. I did find it on one of the more popular websites. I think they still have it in stock. And if you're interested, I'm not sure if I recommend the figure because I got to heat it up and see what's going on with it. But I mean, it does have cool accessories. That's a plus. It has this awesome stand. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, who would have thought we ever had a 1/18 scale Robocop and Predators? So, if you're a Hiya toy collector, or if the Predator lines or the Injustice lines, or even the Aliens, this might be something you'd be interested in picking up. It's not a bad figure. I just wish the color was a little different. I wanted it as like a clean Robocop, like when he was just built, I guess. But it has the different colors in it. So well, I'm sorry I couldn't show you more of the articulations of the arms and the legs here. I'm sure you understand, because it was an unboxing and you don't want to sit here and wait for me to heat these joints up and try to get it to work. It could take, you know, another 20 minutes or so. So I won't keep you guys with that. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And check out my other videos and share them and like the videos. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.